Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Scarlet Knights will put total leather and will get started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Humphries. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the...
There he goes! Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Rutgers offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. His presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Past the first down marker and still running. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, it comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Humphries. Breaks into the open. Gets out of set up in business with a 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Kick is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down and getting down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Spins away from the defense. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up what he can and then slides. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Van Dyke. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker is Humphreys. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty time, just the mean time. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back, and they'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. They kick it away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a grab deep. Crosses the 30. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Stealing a score on special teams. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
it's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile. But it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to...
Open field on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Got a man. It's Morton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's carry on. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Humphries.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He fires to the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal. They send the tight end in motion. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Rutgers 6.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job. The coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. He gets it blocked. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to the back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Looking left. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got his man. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man across the middle. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Right down the boulevard. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
There he goes! And he is marked out of bounds. Another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
This time on target. And they swarm him under.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, 4th down.
And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Finds his man. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the poke.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hard-hitting tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this one splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds downs at the 21-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Humphries. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand man for man in this.
He hurls one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.